So here we are again in my office. And today we're going to talk about how to positively affect your extracellular collagen matrix, right? So remember ECM, your extracellular collagen matrix. The everything that I am always going to be continually referring to. There are a multitude of things that you can do to positively affect this ECM. The ECM is the key to health, the key to organization of your body, the key to happiness, the key to feeling awesome, the key to everything. So how do you go about doing things that are moving it in a positive direction? So what most of us are doing now is going to the doctor and seeking pills. So pills, prescription meds, that's where the bulk of the population is in America, is seeking to positively affect their extracellular collagen matrix. Now, this is the common place in the body where everything affects. Now, we don't realize this in medicine and science at the current moment, except for moi. But what it is we're looking at everything on a molecular level. We're looking at how do drugs work everywhere, and what's the mechanism of action of everything, and that's important to understand. But everything works at the level of the ECM, and what I mean by that is no matter what drug you're taking, it is affecting the extracellular collagen matrix, no matter what. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but that's exactly what's going on. Now, our matrix is wound in a very, very specific way, which we'll get into in a later lesson. But what I just want to go over are the top line things that, introductory, we're going to go over each one of these in detail. But what are the top line things that you can do to positively affect it, to start getting your body in organized structure, to start having health, to start having your body function in the fabulous machine that it is. So, first on the list, drugs, pharmaceutical drugs, illicit and illegal drugs, all drugs, any drug you can possibly think of. All drugs affect the collagen matrix. Now, some of them are going to be negative at first, and some of them are going to be throwing you off kilter, and that's why we have side effects, right? So what happens in basic drugs, and I don't want to get into this too much because I'm going to go into this in all other lessons, but drugs are going to affect, basically you need to think about where is the drug affecting in my body. Is it affecting in my liver? Is it affecting in my pancreas? Is it affecting in my muscles? Is it affecting in my cardiovascular system? Is it affecting in my brain? Where is it affecting? Where do we think the mechanism of action is? So that's the first thing you need to think. And then you need to take into context, how unorganized is my body? Am I all kind of apple type where all of my collagen is centered right here and I look kind of like SpongeBob with a head? If that's how you are, your collagen right here is going to be way out of whack, and you're going to get all sorts of weird side effects. Like one of my family members, who I will not mention because I don't want to get sued from HIPAA. But anyway, what's going to happen is you're going to have intertangling of the collagen matrix. Your liver matrix is going to get tangled with your lung matrix, is going to get tangled with your pancreatic matrix. And drugs that are only supposed to work in the liver are now going to start causing side effects in the lung or the pancreas or the intestines or wherever, all over your nervous system, whatever. If you are out and disordered, like most of us are, then drugs that you take are going to cause side effects based upon the disorganization in your body. So that's the first one. Second one, herbs and oils. Everybody's on this herb kick lately, right? There's a reason, because they actually work. It's the same principle as drugs. Prescription drugs, illegal drugs. You want to smoke a doobie? All of it is actually affecting the collagen matrix. And herbs, oils, all of this is doing the same stuff. We like to go, oh, herbs are good, and oils are good, and drugs are bad, and pharmaceuticals are bad. It's all doing the same crap, people. And I hate to break it to you, everybody's right. Everybody's right. All this stuff is good and bad and whatever. So you got to look at it in terms of the collagen matrix. Herbs, oils can do the same stuff as pharmaceutical drugs. You just have to know what you're targeting, and you have to take into context what your organization structure is. Third on the list, acupuncture. Acupuncture, awesome, hits the matrix on the outside. Chinese like to talk about meridians and the flow of the energy, and they were actually kind of right. They kind of got it right, but a little bit off. Basically, when you hit the needle, it's going to wind, and then it's going to cause tension, and then you're going to get an unwinding. And so that's why people get alleviation of symptoms with acupuncture as well. Acupuncture good for that reason. Massage. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of massage where you go to a spa and they just kind of gently wipe on you. I'm talking about pressure point massage. Really, not really the technique that we're currently using now. More of a different technique that I'm going to go over probably in a whole lot more detail because people have been massaging wrong for a while now. But if you want to break up that collagen, rest assured, all you need to do is put some pressure on it. So wherever you're having a problem, just put some pressure. Get a golf ball, strap it up, like I told my dad to do. Any kind of pressure, consistent pressure in an area where you've got a lot of collagen buildup will cause that collagen to break away. Now, caveat, point of warning, is that if you're trying to break up something and you're not considering the whole structure as you're breaking something up, everything's going to shift. So you got to think like a structural engineer, and you don't want to be breaking up a bunch of collagen in one area and then cause fluid buildup because you haven't thought about how the flow of your body's going to happen and have to compensate. So you break up, like if you're working in the ankle and your whole leg is jacked up, then you're going to get fluid buildup in your ankle. So you need to work at a systematic way if you're going to start breaking up collagen with pressure points and massage. So we'll get into more of that later, but I just wanted to throw that caveat out there. Yoga and stretching. I've got this one starred because we're going to go over that a lot because that is fundamental and vitally important to trying to get this all in order. You can do a whole lot of good for your body with yoga, positions, and leveraging the physics of your bones in your body. Stretching, oh, awesome. So that's why cats love to stretch, right? Oh, you watch those cats stretch. Most of their collagen is pulled to the outside of their body. That's why they live a lot longer than dogs typically, because they're not all tangled up on the inside, they're tangled up on the outside. Exercise. We're going to talk a lot about that too, because muscles are not the way we think of them. Muscles are really the sorters of the body. They are the organizers of the collagen matrix. So that's why exercise and yoga, because when you're doing yoga, you're also using the muscles, right? But muscles pull that collagen through in a sorting type fashion. So if you do various exercises, you're going to organize your collagen. Chiropractic care. Chiropractors got raw deal for a long time. Now people are kind of like, well, man, there's something to this. There actually is. They are probably the closest, next to DOs, to getting this right. And Doctor of Osteopathies too, they got a raw deal because MDs are like snooty. Oh my God, they don't know anything. I'm an MD and I'm so freaking smart. No, DOs actually have it right. And the chiropractors too, they're so close. So chiropractic care, moving that stuff around, you're moving that collagen matrix around when you get popped and cracked and shuffled around in the chiropractor, and they're very good at trying to figure out, at least in the spine region, how to go about organizing you and how to go about shifting stuff around so it can get better organized. Excellent stuff. And the last one on here is TENS unit. Now, TENS unit is is for electrical neurostimulation. So basically, electricity does the same thing as pressure as a needle, acupuncture, pressure, or TENS unit, electricity. All of it does the same thing when we're talking about exciting the nerves, because exciting the nerves, the matrix of the collagen matrix is collagen, collagen, nerve, right? So kind of think of it like a checkerboard. And when the nerve excites and puts electricity on that collagen, the things that are sticky go flaccid or straight. And so they're no longer sticky and they can fall away, right? So same thing with pressure. Pressure points it and makes them so they go straight and then they can fall away. It's all the same principles, all physics, and it's very simple, and we've kind of missed it for decades. But TENS unit we'll get a lot more into. I get you a deal if you want one. But they're awesome, and slap those electrodes on all over you, wherever you hurt, wherever you want to break up that collagen, because that will do the same thing. You think it's your muscle spasming, because that's what we've been taught forever, right? But really, we're all wrong. We're talking about what's going on with the collagen. The collagen is actually the nerve getting stimulated, and then it's exciting the muscle, which is adjacent and tangled up and all that junk, and then it's getting sorted by that muscle, okay? So we're thinking about muscles and health and orthopedics and everything all wrong. And so I'm here for the paradigm shift that I'm hoping will happen in medicine and health. So stick with me. We're going to go through each one of these in detail, and those will be in later units because I'm going to bed. Good night.